Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to Monday MAME. I'm your host, as always, Mark W., and Monday MAME is my totally for fun, nonsensical stream about playing retro games, mostly, but not strictly, arcade games using the emulator MAME. So, what have we lined up for today? We have twin stick games. I decided to go with the theme of twin stick games. That is games that use two sticks at the same time. By sticks, I mean joysticks, of course. No buttons in these games. There are some twin stick games that use buttons as well as the sticks, but as you can see, I'm not well equipped for that task tonight, so we're going to strictly just play games with two sticks and no buttons. I suppose I could fake it in some way if I really wanted to, like maybe make, I don't know, one of these buttons be the trigger as I move the sticks, but it'd probably be really awkward. Another alternative is I could put a large controller by my feet and use that. That would be an interesting thing to attempt, but I'm not going to. Um, we do have another interesting thing, a bonus, if you will, that I'm going to try tonight, and that is I'm going to dig through a box that I have next to me, and you might have, if you're a regular on my stream, you might have heard me talk about this, but my dad has been cleaning out his basement and he's been digging up all kinds of goodies as far as retro game consoles and old computers, old floppy disks, magazines and stuff. So he kind of just handed me a box of all kinds of goodies, and I don't know what's in it entirely. I can see a few things on the top, but I thought I would share the goodness and let you guys witness my exploration of what is in there. But let's play a couple games before we do that. Let's let the audience start to roll in. Hey Ryan, how's it going tonight? So yeah, this is our playlist twin stick game. Let's start with the first one. It's a really weird game. By the way, most of these games I've never played, but all of them I have tested out just to make sure they work. So I have a extremely basic familiarity with both of them, most of them, and a few of these I've played extensively, like Smash TV. I think everybody's played that. But anyway, let's go start from the top of the list with Angel Kids. What's going on tonight, Ryan? Let's switch to our zoomed in view. Ryan says I find twin sticks very difficult. It is kind of difficult. I like them though. So in this game, you are these two angels and you have to control them separately. And you basically have this elastic band and you're trying to, I guess, bounce this green-haired child upwards towards the top of this beanstalk. It's very strange looking. For all I know, maybe you beat a level and you have to juggle many kids. I don't know. I haven't played this before. So, my night's going pretty okay. The early evening was a little hectic. My daughter, who's 2, she had a bit of a fall. She was at the top of our slide in the backyard, and she had a fall. She fell from that. So we rushed her to urgent care, but long story short, she's totally fine. Okay, let's play a little bit of Angel Kid. I am trying to make the volume a little higher. It's extremely low for this game so far. Yeah, this is like the loudest I can make it for some reason. Actually, jeez. Might need to add a boost filter. It's so low. I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, so control the two angels separately, sort of. It's very strange. And we're trying to bounce this green-haired child, as I mentioned. This is by Sega, by the way. So if you move them closer, the elastic kind of collapses because you're a close distance. I don't really know how to play this well at all. When the child hits things, she can bounce around chaotically, so you have to accommodate for that, I guess. And strangely, it scrolls kind of weird. It's like not evenly. Okay, what block? I guess that balloon was blocking me. So clearly, this is not one of Sega's mega hits, but but by the way, that weird way it scrolls seems to not just be my machine, because I checked this out on YouTube just to make sure it wasn't just me, and somebody else had the same issue, if it can even be called that. It's the same way of scrolling. It's like the top half seems like independent of where I am. It's very strange. I guess that lets the child zoom up very far without knocking your angels off the bottom of the screen. I guess that's the idea. But when you want to increase the tension, you move them apart. It's very kind of interesting. Strange game for sure. And yeah, again, this game is very low volume, so I don't know. Sorry about that. Volume's always kind of a bit of a struggle because each game is different. But I have this cranked up to the max, at least without the max. It'll go without adding like a filter to add gain to the volume for the game. Jeez. So I got past one level apparently. And Ryan says, oh, I dropped the child. Ryan said, interesting twin stick game mechanic. I think of all twin sticks being like Robotron. Yeah, I guess that's the common one. Like you shoot with one stick and you move with another. One of my favorite modern twin stick games. I'm not going to play it tonight because I'm just playing retro arcade games. But it's a game called Enter the Gungeon. That's a fun game I played a lot with my son. Oh, it's kind of like an action roguelike. Pinbot for NES does that too, I think. What, it has twin stick? Never played Pinbot, but I've always heard of it. This poor green-haired child. She's like, you'll protect me, angels, won't you? Well, I'll try my best. We might drop you once or twice, so whoop. It does seem mostly straightforward, except when you hit something. When you hit an object, all bets are off, because she'll bounce around like mad. Oh no! The annoying scroll. Oh, the way it's like split. Okay. So that's like Pinbot, Ryan says. Huh, interesting. Oh, I guess that was not the way to do it. I thought I would just move both angels up and see how that goes, but it didn't really go too well. Alright, I'll give this another try. I don't really know how to play it well, as you can see, but this is Angel Kids by Sega. And it says at the bottom, an EXA planning. I don't know what that means. An EXA planning? It looks like at the right, there's kind of a map of the level. And I guess those red spots are the balloons. I suppose I get extra points for getting all the balloons. Or at least, you know, per balloon I get extra points, I would imagine. If you just keep going up, it's not quite as challenging. If you have to react to all the zany bouncing, it's going to be harder. Whoa. Oh! Fortunately, the child does bounce off like one of your angels, even if it's not directly hitting the elastic band. So you can touch the angel, and she'll be okay. I think I just dropped some milk on the left side. Okay, those L's seem to lengthen your elastic, so that's cool. Oh no! You can see I'm like almost tipping over the whole joystick here. This game is very intense. Very weird game. I've never seen a game like this. I mean, I guess the closest would be games like Circus Atari, where you have a little paddle at the bottom and you're trying to catch a bouncing circus performer. Ryan had a comment about my daughter. I will check that in a second. Maybe it's something like raising a daughter is like this. You gotta keep catching it. I just got the milk, I think. I don't know what the milk does. I don't even know if it's milk. It just says M on it, and it looks like a white bottle, so we'll go with that. It's milk. Alright, we bounced her up to the top of the castle, but then she came back down, so I guess I have to be up there, not the girl. My angels have to be up there. Yay. Ryan says, so your daughter fell and now you're playing a game where you drop kids. Exactly. That was the excitement for the evening, though. I was actually in the middle of work when I hear my wife screaming. Come down, and I'm like, oh crap. And I could just tell by the tone it was something like that. And then I hear my daughter screaming her lungs off. Oh. So what I did was the last second, I quickly tightened the elastic and she bounced a little too sharply for me. At least that's my explanation. I don't know if the physics attempt to be that realistic, but... It has cool potential. It's definitely different. I could see myself playing this repeatedly for no particular reason. But I will likely move on after I play this game. And for those who don't know, on this stream, I'm usually just kind of playing games just to check them out mostly. I'm not typically playing them for any great lengths of time. It's kind of ADD style gaming. Once in a while, though, I'll be like, I'll be fixated. I'm going to beat this game. Maybe it's a beat 'em up or something, and I want to play through it. And then I'll just do that. Most of the time, I give like, 5 or 10 minutes per game. If a game is really terrible, I might not even give it that much time. Ooh. Oh, I dropped the baby. Ryan says, anyone letting off fireworks outside your window? No, but I do have my window open just because it's pretty hot in here. So you might hear cars driving by and stuff. Apologies for that. Alright, so presented by Sega and blah blah blah. That's it. That is Angel Kids. Now here's the next game. It's called Black Widow. And this is a game that it's really old. It's from, I don't know what year. It said over here 82 actually. Well, 83 or 82, depending if you go by the description or the date timestamp. But it is kind of a Tempest style game. And I only heard of it since I've been following the Vectrex scene, in which somebody made kind of a remake of this game for Vectrex. So obviously that tells you it's a vector-based kind of game. And it's twin stick, so you are this spider in the middle. I don't really know how you play it too well. I know you're shooting bugs. I think you're collecting money is what it's saying. So you're shooting bugs and collecting money. I don't know why a spider would be collecting dollar signs, but that's what it's doing apparently. Also, Ryan says he's played this one. Okay. Oh, you push the eggs off the web before they hatch. Shoot grenade bugs with caution. Or they explode. Wow. Black Widow. Okay, so we're just shooting stuff, but we want to push eggs off instead of shooting the eggs, I guess. Alright, let's give it a go. If the quarter button works, is it not working? What's happening here? Here we go. You can choose your difficulty. Let me adjust the volume a little bit because this game is a little louder than the last one. Let's go with the first one. So yeah, I get no bonus, but the difficulty is for sure, whatever that means. Left stick and start to begin. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to make it a little lower again. Okay. Whoa. A lot of bugs. You look away for a moment and there's a lot of bugs. So I guess we want to get the dollar signs. There's an egg. I guess I should push it off, right? Let's push it. Oh, it's going to hatch. Oh, it killed me because it hatched while I was pushing it off. Oh, that's a danger. As soon as they hatch from the egg, they're ready to rumble. What do you think of this one, Ryan? You said you played it? Oh. That one just rushed me. Like Zerg rushed me. Okay, let's get this egg. Oh, I pushed it off in time. These ones are not going to push off in time. They're almost hatched. A little lower still. Okay. Dollar sign. I'm getting rich. I'm gonna put all this money in a money market fund for spiders. Sweet, I pushed 2 eggs off at once, so it looks like my I got 500 for the first one and 1,000 for the second. This looks like a bonus stage or something. I'm not sure if I can die. I can die. I can die for sure. This isn't bad. I like it. One thing I don't like is this is kind of minor nitpick. When you fire, all your shots go in this quick cluster, and then it seems to be about maybe 5 on the screen at once. You can't really control it, like make it shoot a little bit less frequently. a lot of shooter games, classic shooter games, you know, have a limit to the number of shots you can have on the screen. And so it's almost a strategy of how fast you mash the trigger button. Do you want to take your time, space them out, or just have at it, but then you'll have moments when you can't shoot because there's too many on the screen. It's kind of that effect in this game, but you can't control it since you're shooting it by the stick. Unless you go like this, I guess. That's kind of nuts. Anyway, just kind of talking. Seems like a good game so far. Did I say this was by Atari? I think the title screen said Atari, right? Oh, I was reading the chat. Ryan said I played it on a laptop so it didn't control well. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Well, not necessarily. I guess it depends on your joystick. Okay, I am number 1, which means just about nothing. Yeah, I'll give this one another try. I like it offhand. And now I kind of want to get it for Vectrex. I just have to get my Vectrex fixed. I've been saying that for like a year because it's been here. So I'm at the point where I just might buy a new one. Anyway, yeah, let's try again. This is by Atari. That says at the bottom from 1982, so pretty old school. I like vector graphics too, Ryan. They don't look quite as good on a simulated, you know, raster display. Now you have to. It's weird. You don't just press start. You have to hold the left stick and press start to begin. Oh. Give me the money. Show me the money. I'm just mildly amused that they chose like $signs for your bonuses. It just seems so out of theme with like the spider and bug battle. Like now we're getting bucks, getting some Benjamins. I'm just goofing though, it's all good. Yeah, Robotron is definitely the classic twin stick game, maybe Smash TV, depending on how old you are. I can't push it off that edge. Is that because of the color? But Robotron is so hard. I can't last more than 2 minutes in that game. I'll have to give it a good go tonight. By the way, I have Karate Champ lined up, and last time I played it, I said the game was terrible because I couldn't really figure out the controls. It was like hard to remember all these stick combos. What I did is I printed out the controls, which I'll show you for a brief moment here. And that way I can reference it while I play Karate Champ. Hopefully I'll be able to play it at a basic level of competence. So I can learn the moves. And then that was the game I meant to practice today. So like pretty much like 9 times out of 10, if I decide I want to practice a game ahead of time so that I'm decent, I just don't wind up finding the time. And today it had to do with rushing to the urgent care clinic. That's my excuse for sucking at Karate Champ. So it looks like those red lines you can't pass. Is that the deal? It only just clicked now. It looks like that's the deal. Alright, so I basically did slightly better than my first play. Not too much better. Yes, vector graphics are awesome. Should we take a break and go through the ancient box of treasure? Or should we wait for more people to show up? Looks like we have 3 viewers. It counts myself, and I guess that's you, Ryan, and somebody else. Where's our Arturo? Where's our Stu? I messaged you guys both because I know you guys don't get the alerts sometime. I'm going to play one more game, and then I'm going to open the ancient box of doom. I change the name every time. Before it was a box of treasure, now it's the box of doom. I do like this game. I'll probably return to it. Next up is a game that I actually hated when I played this on my regular stream from whatever year this was from, 1980. But I decided to watch somebody play it on YouTube, and I think I have a better idea of how to play it now. A little bit more of it. So, what the idea is in this game, you're climbing a building and you have to control your arms independently with the 2 sticks. Is Arturo coming? Well, you know, there's no guarantee. He usually shows up, but, you know, life is life, so maybe he wants to do something else. Maybe he's here, I don't know. Alright, this is Crazy Climber by Nihon Busan. Guess that's a Japanese name. So here, yeah, it's giving you the basic demo. You just you climb with the two arms. If the windows close on you, I think that's how it works, then you fall to your doom. There are guys that appear in the windows dropping crap on you. I don't remember what, flower pots or something. Yeah, you remember when I was playing this one? Alright, so I'll give it a try. I think I might do a little better than I did before. Like last time I was just thoroughly frustrated, but I think I might be able to do a little better. So without further ado, Crazy Climber. I also have the sequel lined up, by the way.
Go for it.
Go for it. Oh, no, that wasn't fair. And now I'm already ready to flip off the game the way it started me right on the window like that. But basically you do this. Oh. You kind of pull up with one, then you go back down. Okay, at least that's what I thought you do. Alright, so much for getting a handle on this. Okay, well, let's wait for the window to close. I think that's what you want to do. You know, I think it might be that I'm on that red, like, beam kind of thing. That might be the issue. No? Okay. Not really sure what the hell I did wrong there. But now I feel smooth suddenly. So I'll wait for the window. I guess we can go now. And you can reach diagonally across to the window next to you.
Go for it.
You know, it just seems some moves that I expect to be able to make, I just can't. I don't know why. So that's what frustrates me, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna keep at it though. Maybe it'll take a few tries to get the hang of it. Ryan said this is a semi-classic arcade game. Okay. Go. Okay, I was trying to move to the right. It wasn't happening. Probably because I was hitting both sticks to the right. That's probably not how you do it. Let's give it another try. Go there. Okay. Now I'm moving. Sorta. Sorta. Uh-oh.
Go for it.
No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh. Oh, no. Sometimes I'm really in the groove. When I have to make the finer movements, that's where I'm still struggling.
Go for it.
Like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to actually go left here. Trying, but... Oh. That'd be a crazy climber. You definitely don't want to climb on the red parts, the red vertical lines. That seems to not work.
Go for it. Go for it.
But then I just get stuck sometimes. Like, I can't go left. It let me go up and to the right in that case. Here comes a bird. It's dropping eggs. Uh-oh. I don't think I'm gonna survive this one. Oof. It's got flaming poops or something. What's going on? No, no, no. Okay, let's climb up. Get away with your eggs and your flaming poop. Go to right. No. No, no, no. It reminds me of a game I had on Commodore a little bit, by the way. But it wasn't a twin stick game, it was called Squish 'em. Oh no. I'm doing a little better. I don't want to jinx myself. I still don't feel totally comfortable with the control, so there we go. I like climbing sounds. Okay. I like the climbing sound. Alright, that has potential. I just have to figure it out. I'll give it one more go, because we do have the sequel to this game lined up just right after this one.
Go for it.
No, no, no. Oh, crap. My hands got closed on the window. Who's opening and closing these windows repeatedly? Damn it. Let's see. Let's go for it, like it says. Oh yeah, I got the basic motion down. Oh no, 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 no. Don't have that motion now. I guess might have to move the opposite direction. When I go up and down, I'm going up, down, and then the reverse on the other hand. So maybe even like right and left, you probably have to do the same kind of thing. Come on, don't do that to me. It totally throws me off, so they give me a chance. Okay, let's see. So actually, right now, I cannot move my left arm at all. Like, it's locked. I had to use my right in that situation. I'm not sure what determines that. Like, sometimes you just can't move one of the arms. Right. Yeah. Jeez.
Go for it.
Good lord. Not making much vertical progress because they keep landing on me. Oh, man. Oh, come on, really? No, 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 no. Every time I would shift to the side, a new guy dropping crap on my head would appear.
Go for it. Oh no! Go for it. Go for it. Oh
jeez. Alright, I think I'm done. Let's try the sequel. Maybe it's a little bit more user-friendly. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that, though. Okay, that is Crazy Climber. Next up is Crazy Climber 2. The Revenge of the Crazy Climber. So, I don't know. This one has much more detailed graphics. It's from what year, though? I didn't catch that before. Here we have, it looks like New York City. So we're climbing in New York City. I can actually see the World Trade Center. Crazy Climber 2. This is by Nichibutsu. Was that the same name as before? I guess it was. No, but at the bottom it said something else. Alright, so here you can see it. Yeah, it looks like almost like 16-bit era graphics. What was the year? I didn't catch it again. 1988. So it was actually 8 years after the original. So it's much later. But it's like an eternity in arcade years. Okay, let's do this. So here we have this giant woman. I know she sticks her leg out. You have to wait for it to go. Ah. This must be Lady Dimitrescu from the new Resident Evil game. For those who don't know, it's a new Resident Evil game. It's called Resident Evil Village. And what everybody's been going nuts over is the arch villain. The main villain is a 9-foot-tall vampire who's drawn very like buxom, but she's 9 feet tall. So you can like see scenes where she's chasing the player, and she has to like duck under doorways and stuff. She's massive. Let's go. By dropping entire boomboxes and giant irons. Oh. Climber 0 left. Guess that means my last life. Up. Why aren't you going up? I guess it's because my left arm was extended diagonally, so I could not climb it normally. No. Hey, Coca-Cola product placement. I wonder how much they paid for that. I didn't know that was really a thing in video games in 1988. I'm trying to think of what other games actually have product placement, come to think of it. Like I'm saying that I didn't hear much about that in '88, but I don't think I really heard about that much ever. Product placement, Coke ads and stuff. What other games have like Coke ads? Must be something. Hello, lady in the window. I guess I can't touch her? Should I try touching her? She doesn't seem that dangerous, right? She looks nice. Oh, okay, she just went back inside. Oh, boombox to the head. Well, Brian, it looks like now it's just you, according to the viewer count. If you're the one who didn't leave, that is. Go, 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 go. I'll check your comment about Pepsi in a second. Oh. Okay, so that didn't kill me, it just knocked me down a little bit. No. Brian says, was Pepsi Invaders an official game back in the day, or just a homebrew Space Invaders? Like, that rings a bell, but I don't know. It's worth a Google, I suppose. Yeah, so ROM is referring to a ROM hack, perhaps? That somebody just kind of made Space Invaders graphics to feature Pepsi ads or something. But, yeah, it rings a bell, but I don't know. Or the question is, could it possibly have been an official game? Alright, so that was Crazy Climber 2, also hard to control. But I did a little better in the Crazy Climber games than the last time I attempted. Which isn't saying a heck of a lot. Let's go back to the menu. Now the question is, do we dig through the box of treasure or play some Karate Champ? I guess I'll jump into a little Karate Champ. Oops, wrong button. Alright, so I'm going to actually show you the controls too. Because why not? Hopefully I don't make this too ugly. As you can see, it's a little complicated. Look at all these things you can do. You have to move you have to hit combinations of these. Use the left and the right stick to do different attacks. Generally, the theme is the left stick is to move, and the right stick is attacking. But they're not like separate. Like, you know, if you move, if you look at the bottom of your screen, you can see, for example, if you hit down the left stick and right with the right stick, then that's a front foot sweep. So I'm going to put this paper right in front of me so I can reference it while I play. And I'm going to leave that reference at the bottom of your screen, because why not? Even though the game's screen has shrunk a bit, really, you can still see giant pixels, so it doesn't really make a heck of a lot of a difference, I guess. Anyway, let's play some Karate Champ.
Good.
So when I first played this on stream, I was like, why is this good? But I didn't realize that it was supposed to be for 2 sticks. So I had some buttons mapped to the right stick, I think, accidentally, and it was kind of like just randomly pressing crap. If you do not want to practice, okay, let's practice. Yeah. Front kick, back kick, low kick, lunge punch, wrong button, wrong stick. Foot sweep is that's a backward foot sweep. Front, yeah, okay. Jumping back kick, okay. Alright, it just jumps you right into the game. Okay, we're gonna sweep the leg.
Good.
Oh man. So I think the key is to get the distance just right. If you're like an inch away, then you wasted your attack, and then he'll probably get a chance to smack you. Okay. Oh man.
Half point.
Let's try the jump attack. Well, which one is that?
Good.
Right forward and okay. Stop that. What are you doing? I'm not pressing anything. Cool.
Full point.
Got a full point for that one. Punch him right in the gut. I like the slapping sound this game has. Sweep the leg.
Stop.
Stop.
Judge.
Judge. Red wind. Oh. His eyes are red. He's like, he's been smoking or something. So Ryan says, non-commercially released, but was an official Atari-made game? Wait, so Atari made the game but didn't release it? He's talking about the Pepsi game, by the way, folks. Alright, I'm gonna give us another shot. I'll skip the practice. Okay.
Good.
Nice.
Full point.
I got the full point, 1,000 points, which is high. Just gave him a direct smack right in the face. Pow, right in the kisser.
Half point.
It's basically the more solid your hit, the more points you get, and
Good.
you can either get a half point or a full point, depending on that.
Half point.
And you want to get two full points altogether to win the fight.
Good. Half point.
Upper punch is this direction. Oh, let's try that. Upper
Good.
punch. Cool.
Half point.
Get him a body back.
Good.
Forward somersault. Whee. Oh,
Half point.
that didn't work out in my favor, did it? Let's try a jumping side kick.
Good.
Ready? This is going to be awesome. Yeah.
Half point.
All right, now we're cooking with gas. I
Good.
think. Go.
Half point.
Cool. So one thing I noticed is you can kind of fake out the enemy by just, if you don't hold the direction long enough to execute the full move, you just kind of make a partial move. Oh. Oh. That was a bonus stage where they throw stuff at you. I didn't expect it to come from the left, though. And I don't know how to turn around off the top of my head. I guess generally you use left with the left stick,
Half point.
and then you do another motion with the right stick to hit it behind you, something like that. Oh,
Half point.
okay. Let's do the jump kick again. Ready? That's the wrong button. Wrong direction.
Half point.
Good enough, right? Lunge punch. Let's keep
Good.
lunge punch. Here we go. No?
Half point.
Oh, it depends if you're far or close. It's one move or the other.
Good.
See, it's complicated. Here comes an upper punch.
Full point.
Nice. Ryan said they didn't read further, but I assume maybe Atari made it for PepsiCo.
Half point.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's kind of fun in a way. In a dorky kind of way.
Half point.
So you can see the scores at the top, by the way. I have
Good.
1 point, and he has none, basically.
Half point.
And now I have 1.5. And let's do this
Good.
jumping sidekick. That's my favorite. Oh.
Half point.
Yeah, it's all about judging the distances, because if you don't quite, you do a kick
Good.
and you fall short, then you're open.
Half point.
Yay. My hero. Man, she's short. Oh, how do you do this? Okay. Ah. Okay, I knocked 3 of them. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that.
Good.
Oh, you see that move he did?
Half point.
He ducked and he got me. Kicked me
Good.
low. Was it a foot sweep? I don't know.
Half point.
Okay, let's do a round kick.
Good.
This is just neutral on the left and up. Okay.
Half point.
Mm,
Good.
here comes the lunge punch. Nope.
Half point.
Again, that's the one. It's front kick if you're close or lunge punch if you're far. So apparently that was
Good.
close. I thought it was pretty far. There we go.
Half point. Good.
Finish him. Wah! Wah!
Half point.
Alright. Get over here.
Good. Half point.
Okay, after this game, I'm going to open
Good.
up the box of doom. For whoever just joined, that is a
Half point.
box of ancient treasures from my dad's basement that may be relevant to retro gaming geeks. Probably not too relevant to anybody else.
Half point. Good.
Basically, it's a bunch of old computer
Full
stuff,
point.
old console stuff. Maybe there's some magazines too, so we can take a look at those. And Ryan says, weren't Ken and Ryu white and red? Yes, they were. That's true, from Street Fighter. Uh-oh, got a bull. I just got run over by it. Now we're fighting it a lot. We're gonna fall onto the spikes below, like in Mortal Kombat. We're gonna do this. Oh. Oh.
Full point.
Yeah, it's a full point. Okay. We're gonna do the upper lunge or round kick, depending on how close we are. Oh, what? Don't turn around. No, stop it. Crap. I don't know how I got out of that. I don't know how I got into it. How did I turn around? I thought I just hit right on this stick.
Half point.
Okay, let's try the jump kick again.
Good.
Nice.
Half point.
And we'll do a basic low kick. All
Half
right.
point.
I'm gonna Hadouken him.
Good.
Doing it again, huh? Oh. I was certain that. Okay. I was certain that happened.
Point. Good.
Oh. Yeah, he's tricky.
Half point.
They can be tricky. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this.
Good.
I'm down quite a bit. Somehow I'm running out of ideas of what to do.
Half point.
Background kick.
Good.
Sure, let's try that. Ready?
Half point.
Okay, I lost that time. Toasty! Yeah, right. Well, he didn't knock me off onto the spikes, at least. Of course, I'm being goofy. I don't think there are spikes in this game. Alright, better luck next time, he says. And now for the special treat of the show. We're gonna quit this game so we'll stop playing the obnoxious music. It's not a bad game. I definitely misjudged it at first, I would say, but let's blow up my camera window so we can explore the big box of doom together. Now I know this isn't the highest quality camera, it's just my computer's webcam. And so normally it's enough, but when you zoom in like this, it's not really too clear. But let's check out what I got. I actually want to, if you bear with me a second. I know this is ridiculous, but I can be pretty sensitive to dust sometimes. So I have one of my masks. Hold on one second. Also going to put on gloves. The reason why I didn't clean it beforehand is I wanted to maintain the surprise for when I show it off live. So unfortunately, I have to do this. Stuff that sits in my parents' basement, it does not get cleaned. It collects the dust for years. Okay, I'm ready to perform the operation. Is the patient ready? Has he been prepped? Okay. So I expect basically in television, Atari 8-bit, magazines and stuff. But let's see. Don't know precisely what. It's hard to get this camera quite good. Let's move this lamp a little bit. But I'll just hold up one item at a time in front of the camera. Alright, so where to begin? Well, here's a box. It's an unopened game called Solaris for Atari 2600. It's in the shrink wrap. It's a little smushed, so it's not going to be worth anything. But the strange thing is, you might say, why do we have this? Why did we never open it? And I've never played this game, by the way. There's a screenshot on the back. Well, the reason is my dad did this thing. He used to buy games, especially when they're on sale, and even consoles and computers sometimes. Sometimes not always actually remembering to like give them as gifts or anything. so sometimes he would have like a stockpile, and then come birthday or Christmas time, he would bring them out. But some things just kind of hung around forever. So this is one of them. Solaris for Atari 2600. Ryan, do you like Atari? Do you know that game? It looks like some kind of spaceship game. Here's a screenshot again. Sorry, the screenshot is very the shrink wrap is very reflective, so it's hard to, there's a bit of a glare. But that's what the game looks like, apparently. Ryan says, I want someone to come in right now with no reference. Yeah. Next up is also in shrink wrap, but I remember playing this game. So apparently my dad had a backup of this game. I don't know why. This is for Intellivision. B-17 Bomber. That's how the game will speak to you. B-17 Bomber. It was a game where you had to bomb targets in a World War II kind of setting, and the voice synthesizer would tell you when enemies are approaching and stuff like that. At the time, I was very young. I actually found this game too complicated, but I wouldn't mind giving it a try again. So in shrink wrap, B-17 Bomber for Intellivision. Next on the agenda, also in shrink wrap, Vanguard. I know this game. I had it actually. For Atari 2600 Vanguard. Now here we might say, why did I have a game and we have another copy that's in shrink wrap? Well, I vaguely recall getting a copy of Vanguard when my grandparents took me to a store, probably a toy store back in that day. We went to Woolworths, we went to Child World. And I remember they were like, we're going to get you a game, Mark. Choose what you want. I was like, all right, I picked Vanguard. So I wonder if my dad had this prep, in his stockpile to give as a gift. But then my grandparents had bought it for me. So he kind of said, oh, well, and let it rot forever. So that's Vanguard. It's not a bad game. I actually played the arcade version recently on one of my streams, if I recall correctly. Now this one is not in shrink wrap. This is Night Stalker for Intellivision. That's one of my favorite games for Intellivision. Yeah, you know the B-17 Bomber voice, Ryan? That's funny. B-17 Bomber. Yeah, so this has some stuff inside. I guess it's a manual. Oh my god, the overlay, original overlay. So for those who don't know, Intellivision had this keypad sort. It was like a membrane keypad with a bunch of buttons, and you would put the overlay over that. You would insert it, and that way you could see what the controls were for the particular game you were playing. Or for some games, the controls were so simple that it was more like just a decoration or design without any actual indications of actions on the overlay, game actions. So that's Night Stalker, which I very recently played on my Intellivision Flashback, which is a new thing that I acquired. Here's the manual for Night Stalker. Everyone had Vanguard, Sid Ryan. I didn't know everybody had Vanguard. And I'm realizing how much stuff I have that I might need to move a little quicker. So here's a cassette for Atari 8-bit. It's a game called Babel by Joel Gluck, which I remember. I wouldn't mind trying sometime. Another tape. This one is from Adventure of the Month, which I don't know what that is. It must have been some subscription thing. And it's like a monthly subscription for Soft. I remember Soft Side actually. Now that you mention it, I was thinking of the brand Adventure of the Month, but I definitely remember Soft Side. So I guess my dad subscribed to Soft Side and had games on these tapes. And this one is called, on this side it says Introduction / Winslow Mansion Adventure. That was probably a text adventure game. And I would love to try getting these tapes to work. I don't know if they're gonna. It'd be fun to try. You know all these games, Ryan? Wow. Here's another Soft Side tape. This side has a game called Cats 2 and Operation Sabotage. And on the other side it says it just issued number 32. So this corresponded with a magazine. You could subscribe to the magazine, and it was called Soft Side. Or you could also get the tapes so you didn't have to type in the programs that came with the magazine. Next up is Yard's Revenge, the manual. It's a classic Atari game. Vectron for Intellivision. This game is nonsensical. I can never figure it out. Here we have the Intellivision controller, Intellivision 2, and it's quite filthy. I gotta be careful I don't get filth everywhere. Alright, have a container of diskettes, 5 1/4 inch diskettes. Looks like I have just 2 viewers. Okay, checking it out. Wow, this must be, not sure which system this is for, probably Atari. In my household, we were an Atari 8-bit family as well as a Commodore 64 family. I can go through some of these discs. Don't want to get through all of them. I'll point out anything useful, interesting. This is actually a great game, Bruce Lee. And I did play this on one of my streams in the past year or so. Avalanche. I don't know what that game is. Games. Like, this one just says basic games. It's like a handwritten label. Here's a strategy war game kind of thing called Field of Fire by SSI. Brian says, now I don't know the tape game. Yeah, those games are obscure as heck. Here's a game called Crypt of the Undead. Now that sounds scary. I actually remember this game called Popcorn. It was kind of a breakout style game, but not really breakout. You were moving a paddle along the bottom, which was actually your hand with a platter, and you were catching popcorn falling from the ceiling. Ryan said, are they blank, or do you have things on the tapes or the discs? They all have things on them. They're not blank. Advanced Music Composer, front analog. So here's some discs that are like correspond to the programs that were in issues of the magazine Analog. That's at front analog number 20 and number 21. That's at the top. And then at the bottom one we have number 22 and number 23. So who knows what those specific programs are. So you could probably Google for the magazine and find them on archive.org or something. Geometric designs for Koala Pad. Wow. So Koala, I mean, you got an annoying pop-up I gotta close. Koala Pad was like an early touch, not touch tablet, drawing tablet called Koala Pad, and this is a program for that called Geometric Designs. Don't remember that one specifically. Atari Writer was how the word processor, and that was how we did. Sorry, I can never get the. I expect it to move like a mirror does, but it doesn't. Atari Writer was a word processor for Atari that we used in my household like for everything until we got a PC with an inkjet printer in like maybe 1995 or something. So we used this like maybe from the mid 80s to mid 90s or so. Atari Writer. It was very good for the day. Don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Some of these aren't labeled too well. I'll just skip through them. A random CD. A couple of CDs. That's kind of not characteristic of the time frame we're looking at. I don't know what this is even. But it does include 53 hours of AOL. Oh, good. Windows 95 something or other. Companion? Earthlink 5.0? Was that like an AOL-like service? Earthlink? I don't know how they got in this floppy disk container, but there they are. A couple other CDs as well. Alright, let's move this aside. So for anyone who just joined, we are checking out an ancient box of crap that came from my father. Random video game and computer crap from mostly the 80s. It looks like my frame rate is going wacky. Is everything okay here? What's happened here? I don't know. It looks like I'm having a network issue, unfortunately. But I don't think I can do much about it. I mean, I'm on my Ethernet. I'm not on Wi-Fi. So I don't know. I'll have to hope it gets better. Alright, what else we got? Holy crap. I have a lot of Intellivision games. Here's a couple of them. Sea Battle. Tron Solar Sailor. And this is one of my favorite games for the Intellivision. It's the Dungeons and Dragons game. Probably can barely read the label. And I played this on my flashback just a few days ago as well. My Intellivision flashback. Space Hawk, that's a decent game. Not a favorite, but it's alright. Sewer Sam, I remember not really liking that. They're nice. Very herky-jerky. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I used to have issues like that when I was using Wi-Fi, but I don't use Wi-Fi anymore. I'm on the Ethernet. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Anyway, I won't go through every Intellivision game. Suffice to say I have this whole bag of Intellivision games. Alright, what's next? I'll try to get back to the gameplay soon. Hopefully it won't be super jerky when I go back to the game, but I don't know, I guess it probably will be. A few more tapes. This one's called Arrow 1, I guess it's the game. Flickr/Spiral Graphics. Cool, I'm glad you're liking this, Brian. I'm sorry if it's jerky though. I really don't know why the heck it would do that. This game is called Hopper. It's like two different hoppers. And it's something called Saucer Formation. What I like about these is, I don't know if you can even find these. If you Google for them, you might not find the images. So part of me wants to just be able to retrieve these from the cassettes, and just so I can like archive them for eternity. I have Googled for a few soft side games before because I remembered a couple of them, and I wasn't able to find them. There was one I was able to find though. but mostly I could not find them. But who knows if these tapes even work at all. Here is the IntelliVoice module for the Intellivision. This is what does the voice synthesizing stuff for like B-17 bomber and all that. And I guess this is a volume in the front. I didn't actually remember that. It plugged in to the Intellivision with this, and then the cartridge goes in this slot here. So, oh good lord. Holy crap. My dad saved these. I didn't even know I had them. When I was on the game show called Video Power, I'm sure you know of Ryan. I don't know if everybody knows about it, but you definitely know about it, Ryan. One of the prizes they gave me were these things called hot gloves. They're really terrible, but they're all stuck together with Velcro. And what they are these gloves that have, I don't know what the hell the point is, but supposedly it would protect your thumbs because it was, covering your thumbs, but it let your fingers through. The fingers were cut off basically, but the thumb was covered. It was really silly, but I think they asked me to play it, to play with them on, and on one of the shows. I don't remember if I did though. I have a bunch of these hot gloves. Not Power Glove, by the way. They're hot glove. Power Glove is something else. It's so bad. This is the Intellivision 2 unit itself. And there's a controller in here and a bunch of manuals. The Intellivision 2, I only learned later on, had crappy controllers. I just always figured that was how the Intellivision controllers were. I mean, this is before we had really good ergonomic design in the first place, but these side buttons are really just stiff plastic that barely moves. And only later did I learn that the Intellivision 1 had better controllers. So my flashback has controllers in the style of Intellivision 1, thankfully. Okay, this is a box for an Atari 2600 game called Skydiver. Ryan says, game gloves worn by professional child gamer Mark W. Yeah. Video chess. Space Invaders. Atari again. What else we got? I mean, there's a ton of manuals. Popeye for Atari, I guess 800. Laser Blast for 2600, I believe. Sword Quest. Oh my god, this was a game. There was a whole series of them. There was Sword Quest, Earth World, Fire World, Water World, I guess Air World, and this one is Earth World, as you can see. And you could win prizes, supposedly, if you beat the game. And you would get like these crazy prizes like a jeweled crown or a sword or something like that. And there's only like one per game, I think. You can Google about the lore about that. I think somehow they got lost forever or something, or melted down for their component parts. I don't know. I remember reading about that once, maybe like 10 or 15 years ago on the internet. Centipede manual. Okay, accept the classic. Hey, it's our friend Pac-Man. Alright, I'm just going to flip through this now unless I see anything really interesting. Actually, I'm kind of interested in why these manuals are so big. For Space Invaders for Atari 800 and Asteroids for Atari 800. You would think they're like complicated games. Oh, you know about the sword, Ryan. Cool. Wow. This had way more info than I would think you would need for a game like Asteroids. Fortunately, I'm dumping everything on the floor over there, so I'm going to have to clean it up later. Alright, so that's the gist of it. Here's a game or an educational program called States and Capitals. That's funny. Astro Smash is a good Intellivision game. And my dad also saved a bunch of articles from various magazines, such as Compute, that have to do with programming for the Atari 800 computer, or I guess the 8-bit computers in general for Atari. So he kind of wanted to have them all in one place, I guess, so he printed them out and like stapled, the article together. Some assembly language here. Wow, some ancient ads. I guess I have to show the ads now that I mention it. Some ads for a trivia game for Atari. Here's one for Haunted House. Alright. So it's already 10:11. We got a bunch of games to play, so I'm just gonna, like I said I was gonna do, I'm just gonna skip through it unless I see something especially interesting. Actually, this is pretty interesting. Some kind of submarine hunt game, codename Sector, the computer game of submarine pursuit. Basketball game. This is actually pretty cool because it's 4-player. The 4-player Atari game. If you have four ports, the Atari 800 had 4 ports, but not all of the compatible computers did. So like the Atari 400 only had 2 ports. But I'm a sucker for any kind of like, the more the merrier kind of simultaneous action game. So I would love to play a 4-player basketball game right about now. Miner 2049er, that's a great one. That's the rule book. The Star Wars arcade game. Oh, here's a gem coming up. Now, I actually played a Temple of Apshai stream a couple of months ago. And here is the manual to the original Temple of Apshai. Look at that. I love the art style. I don't know if you can see it too well, but they would have this kind of rainbow or like gradient of RGB sort of thing. So you see the main characters fighting a giant ant. A giant ant is like one of the major, one of the main grunt type monsters in the Apshai games. Some ants on the back too. What's this one? Night Stalker rules. Alright, we're getting to the bottom. There's a few more tapes and cartridges and a large bag that I have not inspected the bag yet. Here's the tape. Atari Frontier, Math Quiz, Relax, High School Adventure. I remember Relax. It was like it was supposed to make you relax. It would like tell you to breathe deep and stuff like that and count to 10, all this kind of nonsense. Oh. Jackpot Ryan. This is the tape player for Atari 800 or 8-bit computers. I'm just missing the computer part. So if I can I'll have to ask my dad nicely if he'll part with one of the computers, because we had like 4 of them. We had the Atari 400, the Atari 800, the 800 XL. I guess it's only 3, right? I can count. Anyway, then we have, oh my god, Dragon Stomper. This is there was a peripheral for Atari 2600 called Supercharger, and what it would do is let you play games that are of a larger ROM size, but because you would load them off tape, you would actually plug it into like any kind of tape player. Like we used the boombox, and here's the tape inside. Also, I think the attachment for the the Supercharger added more RAM to it too. This is actually not the tape that matches the case. This is Killer Satellites in the Dragon Stomper case, but Dragon Stomper is a great game. Killer Satellites, I could take or leave. And we have another one. This is called Phaser Patrol, but it's just the case. There's no game inside, no cassette. And then we have some power adapters and boring stuff. Here's another tape from Soft Side. Munchkin Attack / Player 2. I have no idea what that is. Ryan says, how long do cassettes last before they break down? I actually don't know. I would think in theory, as long as there's no like magnetism near them, they would be fine, but I don't really know. I'd have to like Google that probably. You know, it's all encoded magnetic patterns, so if there's magnetism, that'll wipe the tape. All right, so I'm going to call this expedition done for now. It's amazing how dirty my rubber gloves are and how dirty my room is here. I don't want you to see my floor. So let's get back to the game, though. Back to twin stick games. Let me just take a sip here. Getting very hot in this room. All right, so yeah, I'm really not happy about the jerky. Let's see if it fixes itself when I when I shrink this window. I don't know if that's gonna matter, but like I don't think that would help necessarily. But I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't had jerkiness like that since I was using Wi-Fi, so I'm not sure what's going on. I know I keep saying that, but I'm considering just restarting my streaming software OBS because it's gonna be kind of lame to play games that are jerky, I would think, right? Is it better now? I'm looking at my preview window. It looks like it might be better. Maybe it just couldn't handle the large webcam window? That doesn't really make sense. I don't know. Alright, let's just go for it. Let me know if it's bad while I'm playing games. Excuse me. So next up would be Krull, which is based on that crappy movie. I actually used to like that movie in the 80s. For those who don't know, Krull was like a fantasy adventure style movie. Don't remember too much about it, honestly, except there was this thing called the glaive, which you're seeing on the screen now. And the glaive was a weapon that was like a spinning blade. And the hero could like will it with his hand. Like he could make it spin in place and hack through, you know, his enemies, or I remember at one point he's cutting through a wall with it. I know this is Krull. Okay, I'm glad it's less turkey now. I don't really get why making my cheesy little webcam would cause such an issue, but whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Shoot the Slayers, rescue your army. Okay, let's begin. So again, twin stick. This is by Gottlieb in 1983. I wonder when the movie came out. It was probably around 83, maybe 82. So yeah, that stuff is toxic. Gotta clean that up later. Alright. Roll. I stand by, Krull, says Ryan. Cool, even though I haven't watched it since I was a kid. I wouldn't mind checking it again. Alright, so on this guy at the bottom, I have to retrieve these pieces of the glaive, which, as you can see, it's broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. I've gotten 2 now. And apparently I have to dodge these boulders coming at me for some reason. I don't recall if this is in reference to a scene in the movie at all. One thing that's interesting is the boulders come down at different speeds. So far it's not too difficult. Oh, just as I say that, I'm running into trouble. Okay. Let's get the last piece. Well, I have my glaive now. Shoot the Slayers, rescue your armies. Okay, so you want to touch the green guys and shoot those grayish guys. I don't know if you can touch those glowing lake things. Here's the enemies. Slayers. Oh. This does not look like the band Slayer to me. Oh, I got shot. Oh. There's a lot of Slayers fast. I feel like started very fast. Let's rescue this dude in green. Jesus. Unfortunately, you can't hold the stick, it seems. I have to keep tapping it. Ryan said it looks a lot better than the Krull Atari game. Pick up your army and lead it to the hexagon. Okay, I haven't seen this level at all. So I gotta pick them up and lead them to the hexagon. Is that the hexagon? Okay. I guess I do one at a time? Oh, we still have Slayers to deal with. They come out of the holes in the ground, I just noticed. back here. Don't run away from me, you moron. I'm trying to save you. Was there a hexagon in the movie? I don't remember. I would like to see it again. I'm sure it's very cheesy, but I don't mind cheese once in a while. I just have to not tell Rob Bob, hey, you gotta check out this movie. It's the best you'll ever see. He'll be like, really, Dad? Alright, there's a lot of these guys multiplying fast. It's getting crazy. Let's head upwards. Rescue people. Don't run away from me, you guys. Damn. It's more now. Did I reset it? I don't think so. I guess you just can't let these guys build up. The enemies will just keep building up. They don't seem to stop. Oh. Game over. Colwyn 1. And your initials in the Roll of Kings. Alright. So, one issue is that since I did that expedition into the box, I don't have a huge amount of time left. So I think I'll unfortunately move on from this game. And if I have more time at the end, I can always repeat a game. Next up is a game called Libble Rabble. That game looks like it has some decent potential, Krull, but I kind of didn't like how those enemies just kept piling on you. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining Ryan. Ryan's gotta go. Take care, man. I'll see you on probably Saturday on my stream, or maybe I'll catch you on a Stu stream before then. We'll see, I guess. But take care. Have a good night. This is Libble Rabble. You control these 2 arrows with the 2 sticks, and you have to draw circles around these enemies, kind of like in the game Kicks, if you're familiar with that game, guys. But in that game, you're only controlling one thing, so this should be interesting. Like I always say, I test the games very briefly, so I played about this far. Maybe actually I got to the point where you're fighting enemies. Right now, I'm just circling nothing except for that treasure, I guess. But it's not too easy to control these 2 things at once. And I'm not sure what ends the level. Is it like a percentage of the level covered? Because that would be like Kicks. I'm not really sure. So here we have a bunch of pink trees, and now it's time to fight the enemies. So we can go like this, wrap around them, kill them like that. That's about all I did before I stopped. We make a large one like this. I assume if they touch, if they touch the lines as you're drawing them, they wipe them out. And I assume if they touch your arrows, then you die. But I haven't seen that yet. I guess I should get the treasure again. Okay, I got a treasure, and I kind of lost track of what happened. There was like all this stuff happening. So I think I died in the process right there. What is that, demon? Let's kill that demon. We will be killed by demons. Okay. Okay, I killed that demon, I got the chest. I have all these weirdos running around. I guess they're friendly. Did I die? Don't. What is that purple thing? A pepper? One thing that's kind of difficult is remembering which arrow is which joystick. So it's blue is right. But you're not always going to have the blue one on the right side of the screen. So as you move around, it could get confusing. Wow, look at a giant one. Covered a giant area there. Blue beans. Hey, whoever's watching, if you want to say hi in the chat, I will wave to you. No pressure. Okay, we got the demon guy again. Kill him. Okay, we got 4,000 points for killing him. Yeah, I get confused when the red arrow is on the right side. It gets difficult. Oh. Alright, that seems difficult to control, but maybe it has potential. All right, that was Libble Rabble. And one thing I'm noticing is a lot of these twin stick games are from the 80s, and not everything I play here is from the 80s in general. But it makes me wonder if they decide, in general, designers kind of shied away from twin stick after the 80s. I guess the strong exception is Smash TV. I'm just realizing there was a game called Total Carnage. Total Carnage, that I think was a sequel to Smash TV. Did I forget about that game? Maybe it uses buttons. Anyway, this is Mars from Arctic not even it's not even spelled right. Arctic. It's Arctic Electronics 81. Strive for the title, it says. Your UFO. 100 points. 80 points for that thing. Radar dish is 120. Rocket or whatever is 150. Round thing is 200. And whatever that last thing is worth the most. This is a pretty simple shoot 'em up game, except you're using twin stick. So that's pretty fun and different. For the style of game. You can shoot fuel at the bottom. And that mechanic reminds me of games like River Raid and Scramble, where you're shooting the fuel to refuel. Obviously, it makes no sense in a sense that, you don't shoot fuel to refuel in any real life scenario right now. Hold on a second. I made the game too loud here. Actually, they say oil. I'm getting like this unrefined oil, maybe. Crude oil. I'm just making that up. This isn't bad. This is, it's different. I like having the twin stick action in this style of game. I've never tried that before. Never played a game like that. I definitely played games like this, like again Scramble. But they don't let you shoot in any direction you want with another stick, generally speaking. I mean, this is the first game of that style I've played that lets you do this. So I'm kind of liking it so far. Looks like it's about to get pretty challenging. I've never heard of this game until I was researching twin stick games. Never even heard of it. I never even heard of the company that published this or developed it, whatever. Arctic software, but they forgot the C, so it's Arctic software. It would be cool if you could get some upgrades to your weapons. Being 81, I don't think you can do that. I don't think shooters in general had like weapon upgrades until like maybe the game 1942, perhaps. I could be wrong. Okay, so I had that box for a couple weeks, but I wanted to save it for stream. So this thing is worth a lot of points, it said. I just don't know how you actually heard it. I'm betting that color has to do with it, because it's like... You must be Mars. What? Okay. So that seems decent. But I'm going to move on. This is a bizarre game. It's called Munchmobile. And this is by none other than... Well, there's two companies involved. There's Centuri Incorporated. I don't know who they are, but underneath that you can see the name of the famous SNK, who's they're the guys behind Neo Geo and some good games like Akari Warriors. And I don't think I've ever seen a game of theirs going back this far. So 1983 SNK. Could this be the first SNK game? If so, you're not going to be too impressed, I don't think. But take a look at Munchmobile. And this has imperfect emulation and the sound is annoying, so I'm going to actually turn down the sound quite a bit. I don't want to annoy my viewers. It just kind of makes irritating sounds as you play. So you're this car and you have this hand that you can stick out to grab things. But if you hit like trees and stuff, then your hand gets injured like that. And so you're just trying to grab stuff and you can't touch the grass at all or you die. So SNK went on to better... Oh, look, I grabbed garbage. Went on to better things with the Neo Geo. But apparently this is one of their early games. I would like to look into SNK's first game, perhaps. Could this actually be the first game, or is there more even before this one? 1983. I don't know when the Kari Warriors was. The Kari Warriors is like an early SNK game. I think it's like 85 at least. Maybe 86 or 87. Gotta get the gas. Oh, see, when your hand is injured, you can't move it. That's the problem. Oh, this is not easy. They need to give you a bigger road, for one thing. Get the gas. Come on, gas. Yes, I got it. Cool. Ow, my hand. Get some money. No. There's some more gas. No. It's hard to actually make the grabbing action work. Ooh, I hit the bush, so my hand is on fire. Must have been a burning bush. I bet you could grab these fish out of the water. But it's hard enough grabbing a stationary object. Ouch! Uh-oh, we're getting dangerous. Let's grab the money. Oh. This is not my favorite game, but it's interesting, I guess. And it's, you know, it's unique in its own weird way. Oh. What was that? You're going on the wrong side of the road, dude. Yeah, this... Nah, I have to go with... I have to pass in this game. Alright. I'm gonna enter my high score, though. No, I'm not gonna. Okay. That was Munchmobile. With some bad sound. The sound is messed up in that game. It gave me fair warning, though. The emulator said it was not working right. Alright, now we're cooking. We got a classic, all-time classic here, Robotron 2084. I'm not good at this game. I do like it, though. This is the classic for sure. You're just shooting robots and trying to save human beings. And, you know, it's a twin-stick shooter style thing. So let's roll. Save the last human family. You touch the humans like that, and you get points. Inspired by his never-ending quest for progress, in 2084, man perfects the Robotrons, a robot species so advanced that man is inferior to his own creation. Guided by their infallible logic, the Robotrons conclude the human race is inefficient and therefore must be destroyed. Your typical kind of robots take over kind of thing. You're the last hope of mankind. Due to a genetic engineering error, you possess superhuman powers. Your mission is to stop the Robotrons and save the last human family. Funny thing is that it's not just like there's 5 people in the family. It's like every level has a few people. So you're like collecting dozens of them potentially. Force a ground moving unit network Terminator Gaunt Robotron. The Hulk Robotrons seek out and eliminate the last human family. So the Hulks you can't kill, but they try to kill the people. The spheroids and quarks are programmed to manufacture Enforcer and Tank Robotrons. Beware of the ingenious brain Robotrons that possess the power to reprogram humans into sinister progs. Oh yeah, so it makes them like zombies that try to kill you. As you struggle to save humanity, be sure to avoid electrodes in your path. This game is really hard. At least for me. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay, so here we are in the middle. Let's kill these people. Save our family. There's a businessman in the right. He's got his briefcase and everything. He's just strolling around doing his ordinary business despite the situation he's in. You have to move fast too, or these nasty things come at you. I don't know what they're called. But... So you cannot shoot. I had forgotten if you can shoot the family or not. You cannot, it looks like. So that's something to keep in mind. They just throw so much crazy stuff at you from all directions. It gets nasty fast. These guys, like, what the hell? If you take too long, they start coming. And by too long, I mean like 10 seconds. This game has a lot of like flashing colors. It's really difficult to like focus because they throw so many things at you and they're all flashing colors. Very evil game. Beautifully evil. Jesus Christ. Okay, a lot of humans on this one. Let's try to rescue them. Oh, they got the brain guys that are going to turn them into zombies. Oh, I only made it to wave 5 and I'm dead. Tough game. Fire up to enter letter. I should have read the bottom. Alright, so I did worse than my last time I played, apparently. I'll give it another try. This is definitely the game I think of most. I think of twin stick shooter. This and Smash TV. I think the volume a hair lower. I think it's a good one. Go away. Christ. Crazy game. What do glowing blocks even do? I guess you'd probably die if you touched them. There's just too many of those shooting guys. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Alright, so I did even worse that time. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to you, Robotron. But for now, I'm gonna move on to another game. Next up, as if I didn't have enough of a hard time with Crazy Climber, it's a game called a Rock Climber, which is kind of similar, but you're rock climbing. Rock Climber. Okay, this is the one that had the monkeys. So I played this for just like a minute just to make sure I had the controls. Yeah, this one looks like... This one was torture. I have to be honest. Okay, so you do this kind of movement like in Crazy Climber. And again, it's kind of difficult to actually get right. And the monkeys are constantly harassing. Look, they don't let up. They just move over to you. And these trees get in the way. Oh, the monkey's gonna get me. Oh, the bird's coming for me now. Now we have a weird purple teddy bear. Purple teddy bear got me. What's that T flag? For some reason I can't squeeze between those trees, and now there's a strange flashing rainbow-like alien or something coming. Uh-oh, a white square. No, get away, white square. So you can't go back down, which is extremely frustrating. Oh, you can, okay. I just can't seem to do it consistently. Kind of move around randomly. I wiggle around my limbs and nothing happens. I don't know. Come on, go left. Left. Down maybe? Left. Yes, yes. Ugh. So it's not very forgiving with these trees. You can't really squeeze between them easily at all. I really don't know what the hell you're supposed to do here. Yeah, I'm gonna give up. Makes no sense to me. Alright, well now you know not to play this game Crazy Climber with the monkeys and the teddy bears and the impossible controls. Hey look, I'm moving. Okay. I'm not gonna survive for more than another 10 seconds though. Alright, that is the rock climber. I will back away slowly. Let's pretend that never happened, never speak of rock climber again. This is a zany game called Screw Loose. A zany game indeed. When I tested this game out, it was like, I have never seen anything like this before. So you're this thing with the hands and the robot head, if it could even be called that, and you're shooting these vinyl records. And if you shoot the vinyl record, it makes the light bulbs along the perimeter of the screen light up. And once you've lit up all the light bulbs, you beat the level. There's hamburgers and stuff too. I don't know. If you get hit, you lose your hand, but your hand can be collected again. Here's your guy, Robot, your robot. Keep your hands to yourself. Shoot snipes. These guys are snipes. Pick up hands. When you get hit, you lose your hand. You can pick it up again. Very bizarre game. This is 1983 Milestar Electronics Inc. Never heard of them. Here's our summary of the game. Game ends if all hands are pushed off screen by inch broom or destroyed by cherry bomb. Screens change when all bulbs are lit. Shoot these records to light bulbs. Walk over these to pick up value. Gets points. Supercharged speeds up and shield robot. Press to skip instructions. I'm gonna say easy because it's hard enough from like the minute or so I played this game before. So we got these vinyl records we need to shoot. Ah, that one's the gold record. Okay, pick up the burger for some reason. Okay, I got the burger. Okay, beat the level. Got all the light bulbs. Now I have to shoot snipes. Ah, go away, snipes. Oh, gotta pick up my hand because I lost it. Pick up the nut for some reason. Lost a hand again. Okay. Another level down. Shoot bees. Oh, not the bees! Not the bees! That's the hand. That's the evil worm who tries to sweep my hands off the level, I think. Pick up briefcase. It's just so random. Briefcase, bees, hamburgers. Pick up the atom. Okay. Got atom. I don't know what it does, but it looks like it adds something at the bottom to atom. Ah, look, if I press the start button, I can use the atom, and I'm going like, I'm flashing, so I guess that's the supercharge they were talking about. Burger time. Oops, lost a hand. Talk to the hand. Oh no. Go away, snipers. The hands are all over the place now. Oh no. Wait, get back here with my hand. What do you think you're doing? 4 hands left. There's a nut. Another nut for some reason. I'll take my hand. It's kind of interesting. It's you can recover from getting hit by picking up your hand. It's not a thing you see in many games. I'm not talking specifically about hands, but usually you get hit and it's something that, you know, you're done. You lost a life. Or maybe you lost some health and you can heal up later, but you can't like quickly recover from it usually. Anyway, just a slightly interesting design choice. It's hard to not get hit a lot though. Shoot cherry bombs. Brutal game, brutal game. Okay, next level. Yeah. It's the bees again. Not the bees. Somebody was smoking something when they dreamt up this game. I mean, really, this is out there. Gotta pick up my... Oh, give me my hand back, you jerk. Oh. 2 hands left. Just pick them up quickly. Jeez, got hit again. Get away from my hands. It's that worm. He tries to take away your hands when you drop them. Okay, random briefcase. What the hell is this game, really? I'm surprised I'm lasting this long. I guess that whole hand recovery thing makes it a bit easier. Oh. It's like brutal, but at the same time I'm lasting a while. Like most arcade games, I would not last this long the first time. Okay, I only have 1 hand left, so I guess I am gonna die soon. Oh, there's my last hand. Give me it back. Okay, I got it back. So it looks like you can recover the hand even when the snake is holding it. Or the worm, whatever that thing is. No! Yeah, you just grab it. It's like, how do I not get hit though? If you, no, get back here! Sheesh. Give me that hand. Wait, do I have 2 hands again? I must have gotten an extra one. Oh, I should remember to use the supercharger thing. I guess I just go fast with that? Maybe I'm invincible? I'm not sure. Oh. Freaking bees. Can I fight something else, please? Give me my hand back. Arrgh. They're not, I feel like I'm hitting them and they're not going down. Some of these bees. I don't know. I'm just getting frustrated, unfortunately. Although again, I have lasted a long time for considering it's a arcade game. You don't usually last this long on your first try. In most games, it's kind of just the design of the game is strange. The way you can recover the hands repeatedly. Alright, so we have a couple games after this, I think. There's Smash TV, I know. And there were a few more games that I unfortunately could not squeeze into my playlist because I couldn't get them to work with the emulator that supports 2 sticks. So there were actually a couple of good-looking ones too that I had to not play, unfortunately. There's one by Sega that's like a twin-stick shooter, kind of in the style of Shock Troopers for Neo Geo, and yet it was like a few years before that, or maybe several years before that. I think that one's called Bullet. So if you want to check out Bullet, you could probably just check that out on YouTube. Bullet by Sega. So that's what I wanted to play, but I just couldn't get to work, essentially. Go away, Cherry Bomb. Or whatever that thing is. Okay. Did I die? No. Oh, I did die. Game over, player one. Okay. That's fair. I kind of had enough. I was considering quitting, actually. Alright. The Big Bopper takes the top slot. So I am number one on this machine. I don't think anybody else is going to play this again, but if they do, they'll have to beat my score. Okay, that was... what was it called again? A Screw Loose. Next up is the classic Smash TV. Now, I could play Smash TV for like an hour, but it's hard. You gotta keep pumping in the quarters. So I'm just gonna play 1 quarter's worth since I'm running out of time, and I want to check out a couple more games too. So 1 quarter worth of Smash TV. I won't last that long, believe me. In a sense, it's like everybody knows this game, so it's not too exciting to show it off. I suppose it depends what you want to see, though. I like to see like games I've never seen before. Either that or somebody really awesome at a classic game. I'm not awesome at this game. I've beaten it, but that's just a set. Essentially, that's done by just pumping in quarters repeatedly. So this is 1990s Smash TV, which was a big hit at the time. You could even say it was a Smash. What I found is the secret of this game, besides just pumping in quarters repeatedly, you have to not let the weapons go by. They appear for a short time, and you do much better if you have weapons. Like all these power-ups, basically, really. But you have to get them fast, they don't last long.
Bingo! Yeah!
And you're much stronger with pretty much any of the weapons
Bingo!
that you find than the basic one.
Yeah! Bingo!
It's very hard, you're still gonna die a ton. Yeah, those things kill you.
Good luck!
Good luck.
You'll need it!
Oh, ho, 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 ho. See how fast they go? They were starting to blink already, that one in the bottom right. I have the satellite kind of thing. I missed that one at the top right, unfortunately. Spray one. There we go, on the spray attack. It's so much better. The basic attack is so terrible. Yeah, the key, I don't remember what the key does actually. I guess it's for unlocking a door. Duh. Yeah, you just want to get these things as fast as you can because they disappear so quickly. In my opinion. I'm no expert at the game. Eat my shrapnel. Oh. Damn. Speed is very important too, because that helps you get the other power-ups if you can get them. You know, if you can get the speed, you get the other ones more easily. Oh, brand new toaster, nice. Nice risking your life for toasters, huh? Bracking toasters. Oof, damn. Brand new VCR. I like how you're basically getting piles of toasters and VCRs. Like, that's useful, right?
seconds.
Didn't last long at all. I'll give it a second quarter.
Bingo!
Good luck.
Woo!
Got the speed at least. I can't really get that one. That missile thing. Gotta get that one. Ordered. Trapped like a ratchet.
Bingo!
Is that a one-up? Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Yeah!
Yeah. Alright. The bombs, grenades, whatever they are.
Yeah!
Yes, piles of gold bars. Just what I need right now. Crowd control. So you gotta shoot these guys. Ah. I'll trap my rounds. This game is freaking ridiculous. I thought I was dead. That game over was dead. So I was not moving for a moment. Now I'm in trouble from that. Okay, let's get that. I need that. Ah, jeez. Not gonna get it. I need that power up. Another like 20 guys in my face. Oh. Okay. Still have one more life. Okay.
Yeah!
10 seconds.
Alright, I give up. You know, it's a quarter pumper. That's the bottom line. Okay. I think we have 2 games left. Let's check out Space Dungeon. I've actually played Space Dungeon on this stream before once. It's not fantastic, but it's worth a try again. It wasn't terrible. Space Dungeon. This was, what year did I say? I didn't say. It says, oh, on this screen it says 81 by Taito. That makes it quite an early Taito game, I believe. Alright. So it's just Space Dungeon sounds awesome because, hey, dungeons, space. And this isn't bad, but. So you get these crosses for some reason, you shoot things. It's a twin stick shooter once again. So you have 8-way, obviously. Well, these sticks only support 8-way anyway, so. If it was more than 8-way, I'd be screwed, but. Some crosses. I don't know what the crosses do. You can see I'm collecting them at the top in like this rectangle. Let's get out of here. Is that something I collect too? Oh, walked right into that guy. So you can see at the top left it says depth 1, so I guess you can, also there's a map, so you can probably go downstairs like a dungeon, so I guess that's why they call it Space Dungeon. And it's space because there's stars in the background? I don't know. And you're shooting lasers and stuff. That's very spacey. Spacey themed. Whoa. Hard game, wow. Game over. Okay, one more try in this game, and then I'm going to play the last game of the evening. Not sure if I should be just trying to find these stairs or whatever, or the items, or just killing everybody as I go. Or kind of a mix of both. But I mean, should I be actually finding everybody before moving on? Or not? They keep coming though, that's the problem. I guess I can't do that strategy. So I should just kind of get the stuff. Ooh, whatever that thing is, that glowing mouse, it's really fast and it really gets that, really comes at you. Alright, so I'm going to take the approach of grabbing items and running. And shooting whoever I need to in the process. These are laser traps. Ugh. Now that mouse thing again. I don't know what you're supposed to do about it. Alright, that's it for Space Dungeon. I wouldn't mind persisting with that one, but I'm running out of time. So the last game for the evening is simply called Splat. Maybe I'll give Robotron one final go at the end. We'll see. I try to end the stream at like 11. And it's 11:01 already. 11:02 now. Well, let's check out some Splat. I can't recall what this was, but I remember it was also very weird. Oh yeah, this one. This is very weird. It's like a food fight game, but like when people get hit, they lose their head. I'll show you in a second. So move, walks, joystick to select player, mark the slob, Harry the hood. Oh, I'm Harry the hood, I guess. You need a head to throw food. So if you don't have a head, you can't throw food. Who would have thought you can't throw food without a head? I wanted to pick Mark the Slob because that's kind of me in real life. My name is Mark, and I'm a bit of a slob. Okay, I knocked his head off. Beware the hitman. You need a head to throw food. Okay, where's the hitman? Is that the hitman? He's got a black kind of fedora-ish hat. So maybe that makes him the hitman. Ah, somebody else killed him. The other guy keeps killing the hitman. I guess he's doing me a favor, but he's probably grabbing my points. What are these keys I'm throwing? Like, why would I throw keys? Oh, they probably let you go through those doors at the side. Corn Stalker attack? You need that. Okay, Corn Stalker attack, whatever that means. Ah, there's the Corn Stalker. Go away, Corn Stalker. The children of the corn are here. No. Oh, I lost my head and I'm dead. It's like 2 hits. First you lose your head, and the second hit you die. Where am I? There I am. I need a key to go through the door. Alright, the storm clouder. What the hell is going on? This is the weirdest game. I thought the other game, Screw Loose, was weird. This might take the cake. It's kind of like Food Fight. There's another game called Food Fight, but much more bizarre. And that game is pretty weird. I don't know what the hell I was supposed to do there. Weird game. The Splatting Elite. Okay, let's try one more Splat. I will play as Mark the Slob. You need a head to throw food. Hey, cool, I knocked his head off right away. Oh, he got my head. Where's my head? I gotta get it. There, picked it up again. It's kind of like that other game where I'm picking up my hands, but in this game I'm picking up my head. Oh, he got me. Somehow I beat the level even though I died? No, my head. Give it back. Give it back. Cool, I got it. There's the hitman. Corn Stalker attack. Where is the Corn Stalker? There he is. Die, Corn Stalker. Yes, I killed the Corn Stalker. Kill him again. Oh, my head, my head, my head. So we have multiple very strange games this evening. What is the correlation? What's the deal with the correlation between twin stick games and bizarre games? Go away. Go away. What are you supposed to do with that cloud? I guess you have to hit it. But I'm wondering if that's supposed to be kind of the you're out of time. So this is a high pressure monster kind of thing, like Evil Otto in Berserk. I am now a Spladiator. Look at that. Spladiator. Right. Wait, why am I entering my initials twice? Put your initials in hot dog and then in general, or is it like two scores? Two high score lists? I don't understand. Alright, so I am number one on the Nerd Beaters chart. And also number one on the Splatting Elite chart. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'm a nerd beater. I thought I was the nerd. Alright, so that's all the games for tonight, but I'm going to give Robotron one more chance. I want to do a little better. Robotron. I only got up to wave 5. It's hard game, this Robotron. And like the waves, you know, they only take like 30 seconds each, maybe even less sometimes. It'd be nice to last like 5 minutes, maybe. Okay, let's do it. Four. Oh, touched a triangle. Never touch a triangle. It's a hard game. I don't know, man. But this is the kind of game I would like to practice, like put in the time. It is a lot of fun. I had this for Atari 8-bit. It was hard to play with 2 sticks. Good lord, the zombies are coming. Ah! I got cornered by zombies. Once those brains appear, it's really tough. Alright, but it is 11:08, so that means I should call it a night. Work tomorrow. And it's nice to spend a few moments with my wife before going to bed. And so that is our show. Thanks for watching, mysterious viewers. Yeah, thanks Ryan for watching earlier. Thanks whoever else might be watching. And that was our twin stick edition of Monday MAME. Who knows what we'll do next time? I am open to suggestions. You can leave it in the comments. Also, I'll take your likes and subscribes if you'll want to give them to me. That's all I got, folks. See you next time. Maybe I'll see you on my Saturday night gaming stream where I usually play PC games with my son, Rob Bob. Or else maybe I'll see you next time on Monday MAME. All streams are at 9 o'clock generally. And Monday MAME is on Monday. Saturday night gaming is on Saturdays. Big surprise. That's all I got. So see you next time. Take care.